What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Welcome back to another video. In this one, I want to talk about Terra Luna Classic and the future of Terra Luna Classic. I know I'm wearing my XR Profit shirt, but if you guys want to pick up any merch, I have some for Terra Luna Classic as well in the description below. Feel free to check that out. It's down there. But I wanted to start this video off by talking about the community itself. I think there's parts of the community that definitely will divide everybody and continue to create or force negative comments in there. And I'm done with it, right? I'm done with the negative comments that come up. If I see anything that's negative, I know that some can be constructive criticism, but I know what I'm doing with my investment style. I know what I'm doing with YouTube as well. I've been doing it for a long time, so I don't really need that full constructive criticism there. If I have any constructive criticism, it'll come from the people that I know on YouTube that are also doing this thing, right? So if I see anything negative, I'm honestly just going to delete it or block it. I really don't care at this point because I don't want to entertain the negativity, right? If we stop entertaining all of the negativity and the fight against the success of Terra Luna Classic, then you don't have to just try and ignore it. You can just block it, which is a way for you to not view it, not read it, not get concerned about it, all of that stuff. And I feel as though that's going to be way better for my mental health, because the whole reason why I haven't posted much about Terra Luna Classic is all because of the division within the community. It sucks when you put out something that's positive and you feel as though it's leading to the success of something, and then people will claim something about you, but then you turn around and you kind of debunk that, or you definitely debunk it, and then they have nothing else to say, but they just wanted to come with something negative. It's like they woke up and they wanted to be a dick that morning. Like, that's just how that goes, and it seems like that's the case every morning. So with that being said, not going to entertain any of these negative comments. We're going to keep going and keep pushing forward. If you are a fan of Lunic, feel free to put a comment down below. If you're not a fan of Lunic, also put a comment down below so I know who to block. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, if you guys want to check out any of the links down below, feel free to do so. Also, if you want to check out my link for Margex, if you want to trade XRP at a 50x leverage, or trade Jasmine coin at a 50x leverage, or even BTC and Ethereum at up to 100x leverages, I always recommend doing a 5x leverage at a low cost if you are starting out. Honestly, it is a great platform, kind of to have. So feel free to go ahead and check that out. The link will be down there in the description, at the top of the description. But Terra Luna Classic, I think, obviously could have been in a better spot. It could have been to a point where we were burning a lot. It could have been to a point where we're at a much higher price point, but we're not there right now. And the reason why we're not there is because of kind of that indecision. Indecision on where we are going, and how we can physically get to these points, and kind of people being like, oh, well, this is the way, this is the way, this is the way. I think we're starting to get a little bit of clarity. I'm going to open my eyes a little bit more. I tried to step back because of, again, all the negativity, but I want to step into it a lot more, and I felt as though I would have been at a great place mentally if I would have just stayed in and just ignored or blocked all of those negative things that are coming in, where people are trying to yell the loudest. It's just like, screw them, just leave them to themselves and let them complain, because that's all they want to do is complain. This is where CoinMarketCap shows that Terra Luna Classic is. Let me go ahead and break down where we stand. It is at a negative day. It's currently down 1.3% overall for the market, and you're seeing Terra Luna Classic that's down about 2%. It's at a 0.00008205 level. We are significantly lower than where we were last December. You remember the December push, and we're hoping that we see that same push this December, as well as the altcoin season that's truly taking shape. We're currently sitting at a $469 million market cap with 11 or $12 million worth of volume. Obviously, we want to see a lot more volume. We've seen higher volume, where it was at a $1 to $2 billion mark, And we even saw this up to, multiple billions of dollars worth of a market cap, back up to the 2.7% of a penny level. We understand that the supply is at a 50 or 5.7 trillion coin supply with a total supply of 6.8. Obviously, I believe that burning the entire supply would get us there. But let's have a conversation about that, because it's about the journey, right? Are we going to see this journey to $1? Can we physically see that? The answer to that is yes, we can see it get to $1. But, and I'll say that because, there are people that will take it completely out of context, but there has to be a bunch of different things that happen in order for you to get that to a level of $1. Right? And who really knows what they're going to do? I'm just here to provide. I'm not giving any type of, information on what they need to do or putting out proposals or anything like that. Like, I'm not doing that. Again, I'm just letting that go. I'm not giving my suggestion, because then it opens it up to a bunch of different loud people that may not know what they're talking about. And then it divides the community even more. So I'm not doing that. If I want to make any type of change, I'll just do it verbally and talk about the different things. And if people like it, they like it. If they don't, I don't care. That's just how it goes at this point. I want to bring the community together. I want to be all positive, but I feel as though there is still negativity. And I think we're in a better spot than we were, and that's why I'm, making a little bit more videos. But again, the vision or the path forward has to happen by having two things, right? The USTC repegged, the algorithm back in place, if we're looking to get this back to kind of a normal space. And the way we do that is by two ways, either by burning the supply or by having some sort of reverse split, where it's like essentially a migration in a way, but a reverse split into something where instead of you having how much you have, you're just taking away zeros from how much you do have, meaning that it releases the supply, and you now see that the overall supply that you have is a lot lower, right? That's kind of where the mindset goes there. So how do you get to these burns, right? You have Binance that's burning. You have the on-chain taxes that are burning as well. You have different utilities, I guess, if you want to say that may be implementing some sort of a burn as well. Coins that are created on the Terra Classic chain that may be burning as well. And you also have maybe some exchanges that could potentially do it. So I think the largest way that you get this done is by seeing the on-chain burn, seeing the exchanges that burn, seeing more volume that's going through, and then also, that means that you're seeing more burns with more volume. If we were implementing burns from the get-go, then we probably would have had a lot more burns that went through and a lot lower supply. So in my opinion, and I talked about this on live stream, the way that you get to a level of $1, in my vision, it's the only way that I see it, is by decreasing the supply so much to where maybe it gets to low single digit trillions, if not, even hundreds of billions. And then you do a 100-to-1 reverse split. Now that's my opinion, and some people may not be fans of that, but I am for the survival of Terra Luna Classic at any level. Whether I gain, $55 million or even just $55,000, I'm in it for the success of Terra Luna Classic. Because if that's the case, where I only have 55,000 coins and it gets to a value of $1 and I have $55,000, I know that it now gives it so much more room to grow with the algorithm back in place, with USTC repegged. Because not only are you seeing $1, you could potentially see 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Just imagine this. We get this down to a $1 trillion mark, right? It gets down to, let's say you want to do a 1,000-to-1 reverse split. I currently have 55 million. If I take 1,000 away from that, basically taking away 3 zeros there, If I take away 3 zeros from mine, I now have 56,000 coins. This now also goes down to a 6 billion coin level, right? So you're taking away that level. So now you're getting it to a 6.7 billion coin level if you're doing that reverse split, meaning that you could potentially see this up to a $60 billion market cap, getting it to a $10 mark, meaning that even if it does get to a $10 mark, you know how much I make? I still make $550,000 off of that if it gets to that level. So can you still get life-changing money if you do a reverse split? Yeah. It sets everything back up and it gives it that life preserver that it needed from the beginning. Also, you can do burns, right? If you burn it down to 1 trillion and then you do that 1,000 to 1 or whatever, you're now looking at a 1 billion coin overall supply. You know what that means? That means that you're now seeing, one, I don't have to worry about it being that low, but you're also being able to give me so much more growth, not only to $10, but to essentially $60 or even $100 at that point, which would be a $100 billion market cap. If you want me to break that down a little bit further, I can break it down just a little bit further, but I feel as though there's so many roads forward. I think this is one of the best because it gets it over quick, easy, to the point, and then we all can see the levels of success as we see the algorithm back in place, as we see USTC repeg, as we see both of those things that now give you so much. The only thing is that the USTC holders will probably lose out on so much because they can only go so far, right? They still will gain a lot, but they will lose out on a lot of their gains that they could have gotten because of the fact that you're doing a certain reverse split. And maybe that reverse split is not as large on the USTC side as it would be on the Terra Luna Classic side. But I think this is a fantastic way to go. It does take away from our coins, but it doesn't necessarily take away from our gains. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. If you want to, make sure you check out any of the links for Patreon, for Twitter, for Margex down there. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you so much for watching. Whether you like the video or you don't, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.